Today I'll be showing you the fastest way to level up your engineering skill in New World so you can craft the best range weapons and gathering tools in the game. I'll also show you the best locations to farm all the materials you need to do this yourself. You can even make money while leveling up using this guide as well. Everything is timestamped below so you can skip ahead. I don't want to waste your time, but just so you guys know, the higher your engineering skill is, the faster your tool gathering speed will actually be. So maxing out the engineering skill early makes every other skill for crafting a lot faster for you to level because your gathering speed is going to be so much quicker. And obviously, if you do want to subscribe for more fast New World guides, go ahead and hit the sub button. So starting out, we need to find ourselves a workshop. Every single settlement in the game will have a workshop, and it's indicated by this little symbol on the map here. And you can craft ranged weapons and house furnishings here as well. So this is the workshop. You can see it's also got the same symbol above it. Let's go ahead and have a look at what we can craft here. Now currently you can see above my head my engineering skill is only level 32. Now the best thing to craft in order to level up your engineering skill rapidly is just down here, the gunpowder. Especially starting out. There is another thing you can craft which I'll talk about later after you unlock it at a certain level. But gunpowder can be crafted with an engineering skill of 0. To craft it, you also need really basic materials that are very easy to farm, and I'll show you where to get them in a moment. What we need is charcoal, flint, and saltpeter. I've got the best farming locations for the game for each one of these, so they're really easy for you guys to obtain yourself and farm them. Alternatively, you can buy them at a trade post, but that will cost you a lot more money in the long run. Now, for the sake of argument, I've seen some people suggesting to craft iron arrows. Don't craft iron arrows. The iron is a lot more valuable, and because iron arrows only sell for 0.01 gold at the trading post, you're basically just wasting iron and also feathers, which are both kind of annoying materials to obtain versus the materials that you would need to craft gunpowder. So do not craft iron arrows. But now I'm going to show you guys how to get charcoal, flint, and saltpeter really quickly. Timestamps are below so you can skip ahead if you like, but I recommend just spending a few seconds listening to this because I might actually have a better farming spot. That will save you time in the long run. Next, I'm going to be showing you guys how to get flint rapidly. Obviously, flint's a readily available material, but the fastest way to get it is to come to any coastline, so any beachfront in the game. Near a river, you'll still find flint, but a beach is the best place. And ideally, you want to do it near a settlement location that's located near the beach, so you can easily just bank all the stuff in your storage. So I'm here near Monarch's Bluffs village. And here we are on the coastline here. And as you can see, there's just tons of flint and there's nothing else around it. So you can just walk around and pick it all up. And while you're picking up flint, you also have a chance of finding some bait that you can use for fishing. If you're not fishing yet, you can also sell it. And usually bait can sell between 2 to 10 gold each. So it's quite a good way of making money on the side. So all you need to do is just run down the coastline and carry on gathering flint. I mean, you guys can see all the flint in this one location is just insane. And there you go. We got some nightcrawler bait there, which I've got quite a lot of now, and we can obviously sell that. But I do recommend trying fishing because you can catch treasure chests as well. The only bad thing about harvesting flint is that it doesn't level up any of your crafting skills for gathering it. So you can alternatively buy it, but it's like 0.3 gold, so it does add up very quickly considering how much flint you need. So it is worth just spending some time gathering it between locations and quests because there's usually so much of it for you to gather. And the respawn rate on flint is rapid. I mean, I've literally just gone around this little beach area in a circle and it's already started to respawn. So I'm walking around in a circle constantly harvesting flint, and now I've got over 100 flint in under 5 minutes when I've been recording. Next, I'm going to show you guys how to get charcoal. Firstly, we need lots of green wood. Now, obviously for wood, you're going to want to cut down some young trees to obtain green wood. I recommend you do this outside any forest which is close to a settlement so you can easily just go back and throw it all in the storage. And obviously I also recommend that you get the best gathering tools that you can use just to make cutting down the trees as quick as possible. Any time you can save while gathering is really useful. I'm just going to go ahead and gather as much green wood as we can now. Once you have a full inventory of wood, you're going to head back to your local settlement and you're going to find the crafting area where you'll see a smelter, which is indicated by this symbol here. This is where we're going to refine the wood into charcoal. So this is the smelter workstation. We can come and open this, and you can see here green wood, and then we can just go ahead and smelt all of our wood and turn it all into charcoal. This is also a fantastic way to level up your smithing. You can see I got another 2 levels in smithing just by smelting this into charcoal. And that's how we obtain charcoal. Now, since we need 5 charcoal for every 1 gunpowder we make, we're going to need a lot of charcoal, which means you're going to be leveling up all of those skills related to obtaining charcoal very quickly. Now, in order to get saltpeter in New World, you're going to want to come to this central region here of Everfall. This is by far the best farming spot in the entire game. Once you get to the region of Everfall, in the very north of the city here, there's a fast travel point. You're going to want to unlock that. And just to the left of this fast travel point in the north of the region, you'll find an area called Shadow Mine. There's a mine right here that has so much saltpeter, it's ridiculous. So you can't miss this giant cliff with the entrance to the mine on the left here. You're going to want to come in the left entrance, but there's a right entrance here as well. So right in front of the mine here, you'll find our first bit of saltpeter, but you're going to be able to get over 100 saltpeter on each run at this location. So now if you guys want to check out the link in the description, I've got a full farming guide on this location to show you like the route I go through this mine. You can get 100 saltpeter in a couple of minutes, and it only takes 5 minutes to respawn. So you can just harvest wood in between doing that run that I show you in the video. I'll link that down below if you want to watch a separate video about farming saltpeter. But now we have all of our ingredients, so we need to come over to the workshop and go ahead and craft ourselves all of this gunpowder that we've collected the resources for. So let's go ahead and craft. So as you can see, we've gone all the way from level 30 to level 75 by crafting all of that gunpowder, and we've also got 33,000 engineering experience in total from doing that. And now we can go ahead and sell this gunpowder for money. We also got lots of faction standing as well, depending on what settlement you're doing this in. Now, after you reach level 20 engineering, you will be able to craft weak proficiency boosters. Now, these are pretty much a worthless potion that people craft purely for the experience. However, just to point out, it only gives you 36 engineering skill versus the 96 engineering skill that gunpowder gives you for crafting. The thing is that you only need air motes and soul motes in order to craft this. And to get water, you just go to a well or you go to the ocean or a river and you have unlimited water. So you can just fill your inventory with it and then come back and deposit it in your storehouse. So water is very easy to obtain. The soul motes and air motes, however, are a lot harder to get than the resources required for gunpowder. And what they do is increase the amount of resources gathered with a tool by 5% for 10 minutes. Now, these are not very valuable to sell at all, but if you actually use them yourself, you will make the whole process of gathering the stuff you need for gunpowder even faster. So I actually recommend crafting them simply to use yourself. So the alternative is to go to a trading post marked by this symbol on the map, which is in every settlement. And then once you get to the trading post here, you're going to go ahead and search for life mote. And as you can see here in this particular town, these are currently selling for 0.4 per item, and they are a little bit harder to obtain by gathering. If we also search for soul motes, we see that they're worth even more at 230 gold each. Now obviously this is a fast way to level up if you have lots of gold and you can just spend it on buying loads of soul motes and life motes that you can then use to craft the potions, but it's going to be very expensive for you, which is why gunpowder is just a better way of leveling. But now I want to talk to you guys about selling gunpowder. After you've made tons of gunpowder, what are you going to do with it? You have two choices. You can either sell the gunpowder on the trading market, or you can actually make tons of iron cartridges that are obviously used in muskets. So you need iron ingots for that, and also linen. Now, linen is created using cloth, which is made with fiber that you can find throughout the game, and iron is obviously mined from iron ore veins that exist throughout the game as well. Two rather tricky ingredients to find. Gunpowder is worth 0.02 gold. Iron cartridges, though, are only worth 0.01 to 0.02 gold. So that's literally nothing. So it's actually not worth it to craft iron cartridges. You're just wasting the iron and linen, which is kind of annoying to gather. And you should really just be crafting gunpowder. That's essentially the best thing that will get you experience to level up your engineering skill. But as soon as you reach level 50 engineering, I would also recommend that you upgrade your gathering equipment to steel. So for example, the steel logging axe. So as you can see, if I make a steel axe, it's going to have a gathering speed potential of times 250% or 280%. And the higher my engineering skill is, the higher that gathering speed is going to be. If you found these tips helpful, I'd appreciate it if you leave a like before you leave, and you can also check out the other skill leveling guides and general New World guides in the description below. I've left a bunch of links to other videos there. Hope they help, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.